Welcome back to Master Renault's class. ELT. What does ELT mean? English language teaching. Today, we are going to have an analysis of your English language teaching practice. But first of all, we have some questions to answer. We have some food for thought. Have a friendly and honest talk with a partner and answer the following questions. As I said before, have a friendly and honest talk. How did I feel along this first session of practice? Did I plan my classes in advance? Did I follow or include the methodology or techniques my trainer suggested in previous classes? Was the trainer able to check my planning before my practice? If not, why not? What did I learn in this session of ELT practice? Which moments were the most challenging, satisfying, and enriching for me, and why? Which things do I need to make better to improve my teaching next practice session? Pause the video and answer these questions with your partner. Now, when I observed you in your practices, I spotted some weaknesses to tackle. Here we have some weaknesses to tackle in your English language teaching practice. First of all, methods, inductively or deductively, PPP versus PWP, presentation, practice, and production versus pre-activity, while activity, and post-activity. Planning, was your planning detailed? Did you use models? Did you deliver the planning in time? What about material? Did you choose additional material in your classes? Material. Well, this is about the resources, the additional resources. Were they the right size? Was it the correct material? Was the way you used it correct or incorrect? The format. The sequence planner was the correct one? Discipline. About classroom management. Interaction patterns. Target language. English versus Spanish. Communicative activities. Was your teaching, did your teaching have a communicative approach? TTT versus STT. What's that? Now, I have some other questions to answer. Interesting questions to answer with a partner. So continue working that honestly with a partner. And as I said, continue talking that honestly with a partner and say what you think those observations are about and whether you failed in any of them or not, or to some extent, perhaps. Pause the video and answer those questions. Now we have two questions. Is there any relation amongst any of these topics? Which ones are related? Have a few minutes to answer those questions individually. So, is there any relation amongst these topics? Yes, all they are related. Which ones are related? Well, which ones are related? As I said before, all are related. But we're going to tackle them one by one in coming classes. And today we're going to tackle only these four issues you had. Discipline, interaction patterns, communicative activities, TTT versus ST. Well, I found this about discipline. In an English language teaching ELT classroom, discipline is not simply about obedience and punishment, but about establishing a positive, engaging learning environment built on mutual respect between the teacher and students. Effective discipline is proactive, focusing on preventing behavioral problems by creating motivating lessons and creating routines that keep students engaged and on a task. Communicative activities. A communicative activity in an ELT English language teaching classroom is a task that requires the students to use the target language for real, meaningful communication rather than just practicing grammar rules or vocabulary in isolation. These activities involve interaction between learners and encourage the development of speaking, listening, reading, and writing skills in authentic contexts such as role playing or real life scenario or solving a problem by sharing information. Interaction patterns. Interaction patterns in an English language teaching ELT classroom are the different ways teachers and students communicate and work together, such as teacher to whole class, individual work, pair work, and group work. These patterns dictate who speaks to whom and are chosen by the teacher to balance activities, engage learners, promote fluency and confidence, and effectively manage the learning environment and lesson stages. The last one is certainly TTT versus STTT. In English language teaching, ELT, TTT, teacher talking time, is the total amount of time a teacher speaks, while students talking time is the total time students speak. The goal of communicative language teaching is to reduce the TTT and increase the STT, as more STT allows students to practice the language, think critically, and develop communication skills, which are crucial for effective language learning. Well, pause the video and take some notes. Enough. Time to write. Homework. Write a report of your own ELT practice. Mention what you learned, your whole experience, and above all, what you need to improve to keep on becoming the teacher you want to. Take into consideration all the aspects mentioned today.